Hello, my darlings. I don't know what happened at the beginning there. I don't know. StreamYard and YouTube are just having a mind of their own today. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I am so glad you all could be here. So glad you all could make this live today because we've got a couple things to talk about. Well, actually, I'm only here to, you know, rip a new anal cavity for Harry, soon to be known Mountbatten Windsor. So Prince Harry had to make a huge song and dance, to go over to Toronto, thinking he can overshadow his brother Prince William while he was in Rio for the Earthshot Awards, and went and made a whole song and dance about receiving a quilt of valor, which he has no business receiving. He made a big show of kissing veterans when he doesn't even see his own father or anything. And now, just to, just to plunge that knife in a little bit deeper, Harry and Meghan, let me take down this image that I have for you guys in the background. But Harry shows up to a Kardashian event, a Kris Jenner birthday party at Jeff Bezos's $165 million Beverly Hills mansion, where Harry looks like an absolute idiot wearing a poppy as he walks into this party. And look, my darlings, nothing says I respect veterans and the military and what they have done and what they have given up, and some of them laid their life down for. Nothing says I respect veterans and I care about Remembrance Day than going to a party wearing a poppy while getting absolutely obliterated, shit-faced, and doing multiple lines of snow with your schnoozle while at this event. Nothing says I respect veterans than doing multiple lines of blow and getting drunk till you pass out and puke all over the place. Harry looks like an absolute fool for wearing a poppy to this party, and Meghan looks like the absolute idiot that she is, clearly happier than a pig in shit attending this event with Harry. Now, at the end of the day, I say, and I will stick by this, this is exactly why Meghan Markle married Harry. Not because she loves him, not because she cares about him, not because she actually thinks that Harry is her soulmate or anything. No, that is all reserved for Marcus Anderson. Meghan Markle married Prince Harry for this exact thing right here, so she could have her name show up in tabloids, those same tabloids that she claimed they don't have in America. So she could see her name next to Kris Jenner's name and Jeff Bezos's name and Lauren Sanchez's name, despite the fact that these people are really a bunch of degenerate losers with some money in their pockets. That's it. Let me be completely honest that if I had half the amount of money that these people did, I would not want to associate with the likes of Kris Jenner, Jeff Bezos, Lauren Sanchez, or anyone else of that ilk for that matter. Now, let me just take a moment because I was just going off here. She's truly got terrible legs. Now, you know what's funny is that in the puff piece that they were writing, they claimed that Meghan slid her slender frame into a skin tight black top. It was actually navy, with a wrap skirt that allowed her to flash one of her sculpted legs. Sculpted legs where? I want to know how drunk this individual is, because the last time I checked, Madam Square Frame here does not have a slender frame since a square cannot be slender, even when they're rectangular. This is not, definitely not a person that I would want to, I know she claimed that everyone expected I would go into fashion, but no, not at all, because nobody would take fashion tips from Meghan Markle, from her chicken legs, her SpongeBob square-bodied self. I mean, if anything, this woman gives us a lesson on how not to dress for your body, on what not to wear when you are built like a brick. These are all clothes that one should not be wearing when you are square as ever. And not only that, that Harry, number one, did Meghan run out and buy Harry a velvet jacket because William's been wearing velvet jackets? And, whatever William does, Harry has to copy also just to look like him. But clearly, nobody in Meghan Markle's camp, any of their staff or anyone, nobody likes Meghan Markle. She has no friends, nobody around her that actually cares about her. Because if anyone cared about you, Meghan, no one would allow you to leave the house with, you see all these white flecks on her? You see all these white specks on her? I don't know about you, but I own multiple lint rollers in my house, in my car. I have 2 in my bedroom, 2 in my bathroom, 1 by the door, 1 in my car door also. This is crazy. Now, apparently, the top that she is wearing is from Balenciaga, and we all know what the issue is with Balenciaga and the fact that they love exploiting minor children. I showed you guys many of the images there before with Balenciaga and them having children, little children as young as 5, 6, 7, holding teddy bears that are dressed in fetish gear, in bondage gear. And here is Meghan, the woman who claims that she wants to keep children safe, is wearing Balenciaga clothing. And also, every woman here, every woman who's in the chat, and every woman who is watching this later on the replay can tell that Meghan and her square body is trying really hard to suck in right now, because you can see not only are her breasts here, but her ribs are here, and you can tell she's trying to suck in her gut, but it's not working. It's not working. It looks weird. But how pathetic is this for Harry? That Harry went from roaming the walls of the castles that was owned by his grandmother, that is now presided over by his own father. Harry grew up running around and driving his little cars within the corridors of Buckingham Palace. And now Harry has left the palace to what? To walk up to Jeff Bezos's house to make sure his name is on a list so he can gain entrance. What an absolute downgrade is that? I thought Meghan was all about elevating people. But no, instead, she has definitely devalued Harry. Harry, people used to come to you. You used to live in a palace. They would have to check in with security and guards at the door. And now you are the peasant in that position who is the one stuck at the security gate and having to make sure his name is on the list to get in. That is crazy. That is absolutely wild, is it not? M was only invited to the parties if H showed up. Well, we all know that. Meghan would not get to any of these events if it wasn't for Prince Harry. Let's be honest. I've always said this is the exact reason why Meghan Markle married Prince Harry in the first place. Why she had to tell Harry, I'm pregnant. And like the stupid idiot that he is, he fell for the oldest trick in the Gold Digger's Manual, where you lied to an idiot, a rich idiot, and tell them you were pregnant, hoping that they would marry you. And Harry did exactly that. The top that she is wearing, I see you guys are talking about it in the chat. It is a navy colored top. It's a dark navy colored top with with black skirt that she wore with the gold earrings that look like a toilet chain. You know, when you got to lift the lid on the back of the toilet because sometimes you got to fiddle with the plunge thing back in the back there because the water isn't going. Like, her earrings remind me of toilet chains. But this is why I made this little image here, because when you look at Meghan, when you look at images, she looks happier attending this Kardashian party than she did on her own wedding day, on the day that she was marrying Prince Harry. She's a lot more happier. And in Meghan Markle's mind, I don't know if I'm the first person to say this because I've said this on Twitter, in Meghan's stupid mind, a Kardashian ranks higher than the queen, than royalty. Okay, this is how dumb this woman is, that she thinks that now she has made it because she is at a party with Kris Jenner, with Tyler Perry, with Oprah. And the crazy thing is that many people know how thirsty Meghan Markle is. I find it so funny that Oprah and Kris Jenner will pose with Doria, but not once have they really posed with Meghan Markle at any of these private events. We haven't seen it at all. Because look, even Kris Jenner had to throw some shade at Meghan and Harry. And how embarrassing is this? Let me share this with you guys, because first of all, let me just say that Harry and Meghan attended a baby to baby gala, and there has been many of these galas before, and Meghan's never been invited. But the one time that Harry attends with Meghan, oh, they just happened to be invited because Serena Williams was receiving some kind of award or some bullshit. We all know how these award scams work, right? We all know how these award scams are like. So we don't believe any of this shit. But Harry here was allowed to bring a different tie for the occasion, because we saw at the baby to baby gala, he's wearing a different tie than the one that he showed up at the Bezos residence for the 007 James Bond style birthday party that they were hosting for Kris Jenner. But you would think, you know what's crazy here is that Meghan Markle had no problems. She had absolutely zero issues flaunting all of her ugly clothes in the faces of veterans during Invictus Games. However, when attending a Kardashian birthday party, you know Meghan Markle was the brokest bitch there, because all she had on was clothing that she probably got for free when she was moonlighting as the Duchess of Sussex and was a member of the royal family. So I wouldn't be surprised if she got a bunch of freebies, or even after when they defected, she kept some freebies and has been still trying to wrangle freebies from people. So maybe the outfits she's wearing right now are freebies that she received. But why wouldn't you put on a whole bunch of jewelry and stuff? Like, when you see how Kim was dressed, how Chloe was dressed, how everyone else was dressed, Meghan looked like the boringest broad peasant bitch there. Absolutely, like, what are you wearing? But let me show you what Kris Jenner did, because this is some A-class shade here. So Kris Jenner has been sharing images of her birthday party, okay? She shared some last night. Let me just show you in the background. And not a single image taken with Harry or Meghan. Now that is some first class shade right there, that you are such a bottom dwelling loser that you're not even in the photos or anything. Nothing at all. How far has Harry fallen that now he has to go and make sure his name is on the list and not the other way around. I just want to show you this here. Let me just say that Paris Hilton is 100% Team Catherine because she is wearing the silver Jenny Packham dress that Catherine wore the gold version of to the James Bond premiere, if any of you guys caught that here. And yes, this is totally a party that was probably sponsored by Ozempic. They were probably giving out free Ozempic shots and everything. Who knows? Like, I'm just making that up. But they all do look like a bunch of bobbleheads. Meghan Trainor here, who is a singer, who is standing next to Kris Jenner, looks like a complete bobblehead now. And there's one thing that I've got to say, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but with Caucasian women is that if they lose way too much weight, their faces look a bit like elongated and horsey like. You notice like Megyn Kelly is another one. Megyn Kelly, before she hit the Ozempic and everything, she had a nice face, but as she's gotten thinner and slimmer, her face has gotten longer and it gives it that horsey look. Yes, that's Meghan Trainor. Yeah, she's definitely it's gotten hoarse with the big veneers and everything, right? I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Caucasian women, but this is just what I realize is that when they get overly thin, they start looking too gaunt. Their like cheekbones start to like get sunken in. They need a little bit more weight on them. Ozempic is the new it definitely is. And you know what's crazy is that all of these exact celebrities were making a big stink about certain vaccines and stuff, but yet they'll run out and they'll use something like Ozempic despite the fact that it is not a weight loss drug. The fact that it has never been advertised, or you notice that the companies that make Ozempic have never come out and said use it for weight loss, so that later when all these people get sick from it or something happens, they can't turn around and sue the pharmaceutical companies because they never advertised this as a weight loss drug. It was something for diabetics. That's why they are doing like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And then you've got Serena Williams, who is backing a weight loss drug, one of these shots that is backed by her husband. He's a sponsor or something. And yeah, it looks very strange. It looks very, very strange. It looks like a bunch of bobbleheads walking around. I mean, yeah, it looks crazy. But Harry, what have you done? Because there's also this narrative that Harry looks like he's upset that he's getting dragged to these events. And I don't believe it for 1 second. This narrative that Harry is all mad at Meghan Markle for taking him to these events and forcing him to show up, and he looks all upset when he has to go to the... No, my darlings. Trust and believe that Harry enjoys this celebrity shit just as much as Meghan does. Don't feel sorry for him one bit because he could have stayed home. He could have not went. Meghan could have gone by himself. But trust and believe that Harry loves this celebrity bullshit just as much as Meghan does. That's why I will never, ever trust them. James, you've got the song stuck in my head now. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's Ozempic, you know. Oh dear. But let me just see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me go through. Christine, thank you for the super sticker, my darling. That's very kind of you. We've got one gifted MeghansMole membership from an old geezer. Thank you, an old geezer. And we've got 5 gifted MeghansMole memberships from Katie Artist. Thank you, my darlings. I owe you guys a membership live soon. We need to do a panel. Maybe what day is it today? Today's Monday. You know what? I will talk to a couple of my moderators and let's figure it out for not tomorrow because tomorrow's Remembrance Day. So maybe Wednesday or something. We'll do like a midday members only live where We'll have a panel where you guys can come up and have a little chit chat and spew your own opinions, something different that we have never done here before. And it'll be really fun. Second row says an Epstein reunion birthday party. It definitely feels like that, right? Because Oprah was there, Tyler Perry was there, Bill Gates was there. I always say the devil may work hard, but Kris Jenner definitely works harder than the devil. Veterans Day, yeah, tomorrow's Veterans Day, so we're not going to do a live or anything tomorrow if you guys are okay with that. We prefer to do it on Wednesday, midday, maybe 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, but I'll set it up and I will post it for you guys in the community section for you guys. I think that would be the best. But let's see what you don't owe us anything. Let's look after you. Aw, that's so sweet of you. But no, I'm the type where if I say I'm gonna do something and then if I don't pull through, I always feel guilty about it. That's why. Give me a second. I just need to cough here. My apologies. As you can tell, it's taken me a while to get over this cold. But the thing is here is that at the end of the day, I feel like, Charles, how many times do these two idiots need to show you that they don't respect you guys, that they will use their titles and everything to get where they want? I mean, it's crazy. And clearly, this is the life Meghan wanted. This is the reason why she married Harry. This is what her dreams are. Because Meghan, like I said, wasn't even this happy on the day that she finally hooked down Harry by getting him to, get married to her. Meghan was happy. I've never seen Meghan this happy before. Have you guys seen any images of Meghan genuinely this happy as she was attending a Kardashian Jenner birthday party? Nope. Not even on the wedding day. Not at all. But it says a lot, right? And if Harry doesn't understand, like, look, the only reason you are here is to get to whatever means that she wants, you've given up everything for her. Everything. Just so that she could go to Kardashian birthday parties, so she could be in the same room as them. And yet they don't claim her because they will not post photos with her. They don't want to be seen with her. But it's so funny because they'll claim Doria, but not Meghan. I mean, when you're that desperate, people can tell, and that's when they toy with you the most. But anyways, my darlings, let me see what you guys are saying because I'm going to go here. I can feel that my voice is slowly starting to give up. It's always sticking out. Oh God, what isn't always sticking out, right? The Royal Tea House says she won't get any invites once the titles and protection are currently removed. I hope so. I sincerely hope so. I don't think she's going to get much attention after this nonsense Christmas holiday special that was filmed in June, going to be released on December 3rd. The only question I really have about this ridiculous holiday special that I won't be watching, just like all the other Meghan Markle crap that she's put out that I never watched, all I really want to know, and let me leave on this question here. You know this dress here that Meghan wore at the Variety photo shoot? Now, I wonder if she took the dress from there because Meghan wore the same exact dress for the With Love Meghan holiday celebration. And let me just say, my darlings, if this empty half ornament lid with a limp busted ribbon just haphazardly tied around it. I mean, here's another shitty ribbon, like not even a nice bow. If this half-assed presentation is going to tell me anything about Meghan Markle's Christmas holiday special, well, let me just say it's going to be an absolute shit show, okay? Let me just say, look at this. You've never dropped a couple pine cone, like fake plastic pine needle leaves on your tabletop for 4 people only. I don't know. Meghan doesn't have any friends or family. it doesn't feel Christmas like. There's no red or whites or greens. Yeah. I don't know who she's having a holiday for. Maybe for Marcus and all the other men that she serviced to get here. Who knows? But look, I'm going to leave it on that for now. But an old geezer, it is beige. There's beige all in the background. Beige hat, beige sweater jacket, beige background. It's all beige. The tablescape is beige and gold and green. Like, oh, goodness. Anyways, my darlings, I can't even suffer to hate watch it. Yeah, I take pride on the fact that I haven't watched a single episode of With Love, Meghan, or As Ever, with whatever the fuck it's called. And also, whoops, pardon my French. And also, like, all of the Netflix crap Harry and Meghan have put out. I haven't even watched a single moment of it because thanks to the squatties and others who share enough of it online, you get the drift of it. You couldn't pay me enough to watch it. Let's just be honest. Maybe it'll be a festive show of Meghan and her 4 favorite men, not including Harry, because clearly he's not there. And maybe they will all teach us how they make ornaments with their balls and teabag Meghan at that time. Who knows? Who knows? I better get the hell off of here before I say something and I lose my channel. Anyways, my darlings, I'm gonna get out of here. I I'm gonna keep my eyes open on the rest of the shenanigans that is going on with Harry and Meghan. But I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. And Harry, you idiot. You really left the royal family. You left walking amongst the halls of literal palaces to now be on a list to get into Jeff Bezos's house. You freaking loser. That's where you belong, in the gutter with Meghan. Let's be honest. The woman that he married is the woman that he deserves because the two of them do deserve each other, being the two losers that they are. Anyways, my darlings, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have an incredible rest of your day wherever you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Make sure you check out the video that I posted earlier. It's like a little 10-minute video, and let me know what you think. It's kind of a new format that I'm using, but let me know what you all think, and I will catch you in the next one. Toodaloo, my darlings. Oh, yes, I did see this, Charisse. I did see Link Lauren doing a review of her products, and his candle wick had no wick. His candle had no wick. Oh, my God. I know. That's what you get for buying her crap. But anyways, my darlings, talk to you all later. Bye.